Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is September 26th, 2024. Hope you had a good day. So, I had a crazy day, man. My internet went down all fucking day. At 9:33 it went out. I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding. But I was already in the trade, which was crazy. So here, just to show you, you can see the outage reported was 9:33 a.m. and then they're talking about up top here, estimated time of restoration is 8:30 so p.m. So I don't know, man. We had a big storm, and I don't know, it wasn't that serious, but anyways, that being the case, let's get back to it here. Jesus, where did you go? Here, right? Yeah. So we had a massive push in Asia. Obviously, everyone knows that now, right? And you can see when we broke through. Remember that I told you that was suspect. That right here, that 4 p.m. 4:01 news that they were talking about, and shot up. Manual intervention at its finest, pushing all the way up, dude. Like that's super manual intervention, and just kept buying. And where did it go? Well, this is how I was able to catch this trade, and I was talking about it yesterday. I was like, I expect this to push up. I didn't expect this high, but I expect this to push up, and then we're going to look for sells for a big drop, for a big sell in, for September, end of September. And well, I guess you can call this that, but let me just bear with me. I'm going to try to go through on the weekly so you could see how I caught this. Very simply, what I did is I highlighted that weekly imbalance. If you go watch, I forgot what video it was. I can't even remember. Wish I could pull it up now, but I mentioned us coming up here as an option, and if you're following, you remember, I'm sure. But I just highlighted this weekly imbalance right here, this July 15th, this bearish one, and then I highlighted this little inversion imbalance, this bullish imbalance, which is July 1st right here. So even if you watch yesterday's video, you'll see me talk about where we intersect or overlap, and kind of like X marks the spot. So where they overlap is very powerful, and this is how I was able to find the top here, right? So that being said, I'll go back to a 5 minute. Yeah, just bear with me, man. I'm on a phone. So here you'll see that when we got up top here, right up to that top level, which this was now 9:10. Let me go to a 1 minute real quick. I'm going to try to make this video short, so excuse the noise of my fingers and shit. So you could see here. So right there, I literally got in right here at this 9:13 coming down. So we had an indecisive candle at the top, and then I expected a bearish candle. I mean, I was in that motherfucker, and I was already in. So let me do this, I guess. So I guess I could zoom in, right? You can see that, right? So I'm literally getting filled at that top of that. Well, this is a 5 minute. Yeah, so this is a 5 minute. So you're only going to see it there at that doji, I guess they call them, right? But as price started coming down hard, and what was my goal? My goal was to, well, as you see the projection, I got it from the 1 to the 0, that little swing there. Obviously, the opening range is in the background, and it gets printed. So my goal is 50% of that at the minimum, and then obviously it kept rolling. It came down to the -2, but I was much more confident than that and coming lower. I wanted to hold it to the -2.5 plus that gap, that first gap. So you see the 3 gaps in the background. Screenshotting it right here, beautiful, and actually this is my best trading day on a phone, I believe, and but I was pissed though because it just sloppy. I couldn't maneuver the way I wanted to and all this stuff. So it was just crazy. TradingView had issues too. It was just a mess. But anyways, so that was the case. After we came down like that, then we pushed down that last. So I took the screenshot right there where the 2.5 is, where that first gap is. And then the next candle just shot down. I was like, holy shit. And then it came right to that last gap, Right when it hit this last gap, and you can see I'm on the oversold here on the 5 minute. 5 minute is really dope for overbought and oversold levels. But as soon as it hit there, man, I know that we completed a sell model. So let me wait, before I even, where did you go? Um yeah, right here you'll see. Let me go to like a 15 minute. So this was a sell model. Where are you? Right here. So this consolidation right here, this little funky consolidation right here, that started it. So this was the first origin, and then we push up, we come back into that last down candle, and then we pushed up, and then we came back down to hunt that liquidity, plus that data low, which is that 401 candle I'm talking about. So they came right back to that, and they wiped out that liquidity. So now that I've explained that, this will make more sense. So I understand that that's happening here. So I understand where the levels are, and sure enough, the price came down to that last gap, closed and bought right in. I'm using the plus button. I'm not using the up here, the buy and sell, because I get news coming in and fucking I'm using my thumb to push it away, and I'm about to cancel the trade. I'm like, I'm not, or hit buy or sell. I've done that last time I did this video. So I decided to use the plus button, and it was much more easier. So right when it hits that gap, and I understand we took liquidity, I'm looking for a simple bounce. I'm looking for it to come back up and retrace, just to wipe out liquidity or any momentum artist or that last up candle. Well, now that you see it, let me go to a 5 minute real quick. This candle here, this whatever this is, what is this, 1035. So I'm hoping to wipe out anybody's pushing through that candle. Plus this could be a control in price, which I don't think it's going to hold. We did come back up, but that was the logic. When I bought here, I wanted 2 drives at least, and you get this 1 drive, it retraces back, taps on the bot, that middle gap, then pushes up here, boom, right here. Now it's 11:55, and lunch is about to start. So lunch is probably going to start hunting liquidity, and so on. And what did it do? It came all the way back down, did not take out that low. So super dirty. And then what does it do? Pushes all the way back up, and we're sitting here. Stop. Hold on. So right here, and does not take out this level yet, which I'm assuming it will. This is sitting in a gap, in an imbalance, which is this 1225 imbalance. So it is respecting it. If it's going to be bullish from here, you would want to see it go above it and use it as support. But it's not doing that yet. So we're looking for a continuous. I mean, look at this pool right here. I expect it to come back out and take it. And if I went to, let's just go to an hour real quick. And just by the way, another thing, very simply, a thing I mentioned yesterday was, look at this candle here, this 9 o'clock candle from Wednesday. We pushed up. It's just a higher high and a higher low, man. I mean, to keep things simple, it did take out that candle of the 9 o'clock, which is key. That's a key level. And as far as time goes, and we're bouncing from, again, this 1 o'clock and 2 a.m. Eastern time candle, down candles. See that? You see, look to the right, we tap that in. So that's basically the logic here. The bodies are sitting up here though, and this is a 1 hour. So that's to show you the strength and direction. What would I have liked to have done yesterday was, well, I had an appointment, and that's what fucked everything up for me. I would have liked to have bought from there, but 2 things. One, I wasn't sure it was going to come down more. 2, I wasn't sure I wasn't going to be able to manage it. And then and I was just left it alone. And it's just simple as that, man. I mean, it's just, I try to do my best to catch everything, but it is what it is. So anyways, and yeah, that's a higher high and a higher low, and we pushed out of that little consolidation there. So and you get your expansion. Now, generally speaking, if this is a reversal, then this is what technically a reversal looks like. Yes, it could be a retracement. So you only have a couple options. Either you're going to get up here and it's going to retrace, or it's a reversal. And if it's a reversal, what does it do from here? Well, it consolidates or retraces, meaning it comes back up, balances price here, wipes out liquidity. Because guess what? When we pushed all the way up, who's in the market? Well, the chart to the left is already wiped out. So now they come down to wipe out all these buyers and breakout traders, right? Especially look at that candle right there. Look at this 2000 candle. There's no wick there. You see that? I mean, I can zoom in, I guess. You can see that, right? Yeah. Very minute, right? Anyways, that's just a side note. But the point is that anyone who broke through trading, they came back and they retested. So retraced and wiped them out. But the point is that, so if this is a reverse, right, and we're retracing here, you only have four things happening in the market. So it's either going to consolidate, it's going to either expand, it's going to either retrace, or it's going to reverse. Very simple, right? So if this is a reversal, which it kind of looks like one, we expect a sell-off in September. If this is a reversal, this comes back down, this can either consolidate and expand down, or it's going to retrace, all right, retrace, and then consolidate, and then come down. So preferably, I would like to have seen more of a consolidation and then just push back down. So, but this is where we are right now, and they are coming back up for what reason? Well, obviously to wipe out sellers. So I'm going to try to go to these other. I'm going to try to do this. Let me see if I could do this. Let me start with this. Very difficult for me to maneuver, man. It was just like, what the hell? Oh, shit. Yeah, see, this is going to suck. This is why I don't have the buttons up here, man. It just takes out all too much information. I don't need it. This is just not going to be, is this going to be helpful or not? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm trying to start up from here. Yeah, man, can you even see that? Jesus. I remember we had Dow. Dow had these higher highs right here. So if I just draw it from here, right there to there. See that? So right there, we had, let me see if I can minimize that. You can see here, you can see higher highs here with Nas, and higher highs, not here. Oh, I'm sorry. Lower highs here with S&P, lower highs here with Nas, and then we had that higher high with Dow. Look at Dow. That shit is sloppy. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Why you want to trade that? And anyways, Nas was super simple, bro. Just rolling right to where we wanted to go. Beautiful. Well, before I even get out of here, here's another. This was, obviously I know that was this. So this was a lower low here on S&P. So is this the catalyst? So when we have a couple divergence, the bigger time frame, that will be more of a directional shift for using a divergence. And then when you get into close price action, you'll see a change in momentum where this will be like just the shift also occurring in that direction. I hope that makes sense. So in that case, I can't even do this analysis, right, because I can't go through all these time frames. But right now we have these lower lows with S&P. So does that push us up? Let me see if I can go to I wanted to make this video short, man. Can I just do this? I don't know. Right, and then here on the higher time frame, this is kind of what I mean. Like, so we have this divergence here with Dow. You see that? I'm not even gonna draw it. See that lower low right there, and then we have higher lows with S&P and Nas. So that's showing you the push up, right? But then when you go into a smaller time frame, this is also now showing the momentum of the shift, which is, in this case, it would be the lower low here with Nas. So take notes of that. That's super game. And then let me just try to do this. I'm gonna just stick with 4 hours, I guess. And a big response back up, man. So I mean, this thing is showing bullish, bro. But I mean, again, and you can hear it. You can hear it in my analysis now. I'm sounding like I'm married to selling for this end of September 15-year historical data, and we might get an upset this week for some sell off. But I mean, for me, right now, I don't care. Like, I have to take a step back. I need a break to begin with. This day kind of just fucking put me on a roller coaster. Very proud that I stuck to it. I mean, I could have went to I don't know, a coffee shop or something, but I couldn't do that. I was gonna drive while I'm in this trade. I just stayed home and decided to trade, dude. I was like, fuck this, but whatever. Shitty ass internet. Um, and then S&P is same story. Came back, purged up, came back. So this is what I'm saying. So this is like, could generally when you're making all-time highs, though, I mean, you're expecting more highs. So again, we're in that deflationary moment of cutting the basis points, and everyone's going nuts. And I mentioned, even when they cut the rates, we were gonna buy for a little bit, and then from there we're expect to sell. So it could get a little ugly. We'll see if the fourth quarter just ends up rebounding and pushing up. But so there's that. Let me just look at dollar real quick. Who cares? But I'm assuming they are. Yeah. So the next candle is coming down a little bit. So yeah, they're just slithering down. I don't. Oh, let's look at Nvidia. And then boom. So you got that nice gap. You got that nice gap, right? That opened up here, pushed up, and that also topped when it topped out. And if you look here, you can see we got into that and reclaimed imbalance right there. You see that? But and then they came down pretty good. So that was kind of the majority of what was going on there. So I don't think I'm missing anything. Let's see here. Where do we go from here? Just look at the 4 hour here real quick. Super pissed I have to do this on a phone right now. But yeah, man, they got that imbalance there. And there's a gap right there. You see that gap right there? See this gap right here? So I don't know. If we're bullish, I'm assuming that we're coming for that next. For sure. I mean, you could tap underneath here as a breakout traders and wipe out that liquidity to get to the high of this inversion imbalance that I explained in the beginning of the video. But, it's not bearish, man. But is that the reversal? So where we just get another couple selling days and then they come back down into this area here, back to the week open, maybe even underneath that for this liquidity here, and settle somewhere down here. I mean, you'd have to have a massive day to do that, and we're approaching the end of the month, so maybe it leaks into October, and we close in September. Let's just say we get another sell day, and then October kind of slithers down first before it buys up. That's just generally what the historical data looks like. So I don't think I need to mention anything else. I'm pretty sure I missed a million things here. And since we're here, we could even look at real quick. I can just look at, let's look at bond. Yeah, bonds was also coming down. And let me look at yields real quick. Where are you? I'm sorry, this is bonds. Yeah, this is bonds. Right? Yeah, and it was coming down. So this was from yesterday, acting tough coming up. Oh, the day before that, I said, remember, I put it in the community tab, and then we were selling since yesterday. This popped up, but it came back down. So yeah, so bonds was coming down. It made sense for us to kind of. So again, I'm still expecting some lower pricing. I really am. And then where is the... I don't understand. Shit looks different on here. Here are the yields. And they're rising. I mean, so yeah. So I'm still expecting lower pricing, but I mean, I would slow down for this month, dude. I need a break, to be honest with you. I went through the ringer today with no internet, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, out of all days, you couldn't believe it, dude. I was like freaking out. But and then when we drop here, you expect some type of retracement back to maybe some of the range here to wipe out sellers. But I mean, this area here, I like coming back up to for any breakout traders here that push down right there. It's just hard to do this on the phone, man. And all right, you guys take care and God bless.